Okay, real quick before I start, I really want to hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. So if you could subscribe, that would be really appreciated. Yeah, enjoy. Okay, hello everyone. So there was a tweet a while ago. It was a sneak showing off the map of Veilbound, and somebody replied asking what build he went, and he said he full dumped, I think it was Clarity, Constitution, and Weight. Before I really talk about these stats and go into some theories and stuff, I'm gonna first explain stats and basically like stats and attributes in games, and then talk about some stuff. Okay, yeah, so first of all, stats are numbers that basically represent your character's abilities. They're used to calculate how well your character will do in certain situations and tasks. So for Veilbound, I'm assuming that there is at least a level system, because how else are you going to be able to put stats in without a level system? So there's probably a various amount of stats. Most games have like 5 plus, maybe a little more, maybe a little less. It depends. Stats are usually used for certain things, stuff like weapons or classes. I don't know if Veilbound really has classes like that, but I'm just going to assume so. Okay, so now, the 3 stats that have been leaked. First of all, Clarity. Clarity could be magic related or kind of like willpower. You know, it could do stuff like enhance the effects of potions maybe, or, you know, certain buffs that could like affect damage with like crit chance or something, you know. But I'm not really sure what Clarity could be. It could be something like willpower. Next is Constitution. Constitution is kind of like toughness, resistance, health. It will probably upgrade health and like damage resistance, and certain maybe armors could scale off that or to give better damage reduction. But usually Constitution is correlated with health and resistance. Next is Weight. I'm going to assume Weight is just like carrying capacity, you know, storage and stuff. It can also work like Endurance in Elden Ring, where you have more stamina and can carry more things, and also, you know, move faster with heavier items. So that is really the only 3 stats that I've seen so far, and now I'm just going to go into a few theories. So stats can do many of things, and so I'm just going to start listing them off and talk about them. So first of all, obviously weapon requirements. You know, maybe certain weapons, like a big great sword, you need like a decent amount of strength, or else you just won't be able to use it. Or kind of like how in Elden Ring, you're either slower, it takes more stamina, or just has a downside to when you use it if you don't meet the stat requirements. Having the requirements will allow you to use the weapon, no downsides. And yeah, next could be armor requirements. You know, maybe the certain build you're going could use a different type of armor where it's focusing on damage reduction, or the armor could be giving different types of buffs on what stat it's correlated to, and needing requirements to wear them. And then there could be weapon scaling, which is, you know, how in Elden Ring, if you have like a dagger that needs dexterity, some dexterity to use, and the more dexterity you have, the more it'll scale. And different weapons could have multiple stats that scale, and certain stats will mainly improve the use of the weapon. Next could be skill requirements. I know there's a dagger skill, so maybe if there's something like dexterity, you need a certain amount of dexterity to use it, and that's pretty much all it is. It's just, you know, you need certain amount of stats to use certain skills, or you need strength and dexterity to use like some like great sword slash or something. And really it's just depending on what weapon you use, or could even just depend on the build you're going. You know, certain stats have special moves, and then maybe weapons will need certain stats to use those weapon moves. And moving on, the next thing is, you know, maybe certain areas that will need stats to enter. So hypothetically, there's like a magic, university or something, and you want to go in there, but you don't have enough intelligence, then they're just not going to let you in. Certain areas could have different stat requirements to enter, or there could be secret rooms that you need like a certain amount of stats to open. Maybe you need like clarity to open like a secret room if you have like some message. And then also another thing, it's not really too much about stats, but kind of on the same topic, jobs and NPC interactions. So maybe there's like a strength locked job or quest you can do where you need to like go chop some trees down or something, or go bring logs from this area to that area, push a boulder, that kind of stuff. Or really, it could really just be anything. You, depending on your stats, you could do certain jobs or unlock certain quests. Oh, and one last thing, possibly there's not really anything hinting towards it, but talent trees, needing requirements for talents that you could probably unlock and get certain buffs, or stuff like that, just kind of like talents that you could unlock through a skill tree. So yeah, that's kind of it. Yeah, I don't really know what else to talk about. That's kind of it. That's all I got. I'm gonna be making a ton of Veilbound videos, going into every little thing possible. So, yeah, prepare.